20 hours later, finally, the grind for one of RuneScape's most useless items is completed. And we are so back for episode 2. Now, if you'll notice, I'm standing at Nettles, which is a pretty common spot for Ultimate Iron Man who are death banking, but this is no storage where we don't use any storage mechanics in the game to progress our account. Now, that of course includes banks and everything you're seeing on the screen here. There is a little bit of nuance, but we'll get into that in just a bit. Last episode didn't pose us any significant challenges. It was just the Lumbridge and Draenor Easy Diary, and I wanted to step it up a little bit with this episode. And what better way to do that than the Easy Ardougne Diary. I'm just kidding. We're gonna do that and the Medium Ardougne Diary, which actually has quite a bit of challenging grinds that I'm gonna have to tackle without storage mechanics. The biggest grind here is going to be 59 fletching. It's gonna require a fair bit of GP, similar to Magic, and there's some other decent grinds sparkled in there. Rolling right on into the Ardy Easy Diary. Don't worry about reading those, we're just gonna jump right in. Biggest skill requirement is 20 thieving, so we can thieve some silk, so we're just gonna knock that out here at the cake stalls to kick us off. Silk acquired. Okay, 2 acquired. Now we have to wait like 20-ish minutes, I think. These are so incredibly free tasks, so we're gonna knock them out together. On one hand, we've just completed an easy task for praying at the altar, and then we're gonna go check our pets who are currently non-existent, but we'll go ahead and knock that off as well. Heck yeah. I could die doing this. I'm really not concerned if I do die. So be it. I don't want the warning. We're chilling. I'm also a pretty low level. Look at, wow. That's a lot of wilderness music tracks. Let's get back out of here. Easy peasy. Another easy task completed. And an easy task in the wilderness area. Wow. Check that one off. Would you look at that? Let me just go grab my rusty sword.
Kick the beat!
Woohoo! Alright, let's get out of here. These are like impressively easy tasks. So there's another, number 5, and we are absolutely on a tear here. Probably time to do some questing. I did not realize that Biohazard actually requires Plague City, which requires going back to Varrock. So we're going to do that. We're actually, I think, first going to just pickpocket some ham members now that we have the thieving level. So let's go steal some things. Jimmy the Chisel. That is a beautiful sight to see. Not only the rusty sword, but also our new best in slot pickaxe for mining training. Yoink. Oh, I just realized I need a pestle and mortar. Forgot my dwell berries. Happens to the best of us. Oh my goodness. Gonna check another one off the books here. This is, I think, my 3rd to last task on the Ardy Easy Diary. I'm gonna turn this on in. And it's a myth. Wait. Oh, I gotta check the odds of that. That's actually so, this is my next upgrade for my black sword. That's incredible. And that is Plague City completed. Time to jump into Biohazard. We are wrapping up Biohazard and figured it was just time to knock off another easy one. Straight to the Rune Essence Mine. Thank you very much, Wizard Crompty. Let's go finish up this quest and knock out the Easy Ardy Diaries. And that's Biohazard completed. There we go, 22 thieving as well. And I totally forgot to record walking in, but we have officially checked off the Ardy Easy Diary. So, fantastic stuff. We're gonna go speak to 2 pints. While we walk over there, Ardy was a little bit too easy. Actually, I was looking through these tasks, and I don't think a single one required a grind of like more than 10 to 15 minutes, and that was probably just the Biohazard quest. So, for the Medium Diary, quite a few quests. We have to start Fairy Tale 2, which of course means Fairy Tale 1. We have to tackle Enlightened Journey, Sea Slug, Watchtower, Tower of Life, Underground Pass. And here we go. We're going to get our Ardy Cave, which is electric. It'll give us a teleport to Ardougne for future tasks. It's going to be fantastic. So thank you very much for the cloak, 2 pints. We have now a second antique lamp that we can't do anything with, but more to come on that front. So strategically, we need 38 agility for the medium Ardougne diary, so I figured we may as well start out with some agility. It's also going to be my source of cash from the agility pyramid for quite some time, so it's going to make quests go by faster. It just makes sense to knock this one out first. So I got a Mark of Grace. That's incredibly useless on this account. I'll never have Graceful. I can't store it anywhere. I'd have to drop it if I ever died. It's just not worth even picking up, so I guess eventually when I'll need staminas, I'll grind out like 10 at a time, but it's just not something useful at the moment or for quite some time. See you, little guy. Bye. Bum, 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 bum. Great. Add it to the stack. So I'm dumb and forgot that runes count here, so hopefully we don't lose them and have to go recollect them, but if we do, it's not the end of the world. So let's start the stopwatch. Quest completed. Woohoo! Alright, so it's going to give us some massive levels up. Obviously a ton of strength and attack XP, some diamonds, gold bars, and mithril seeds, which I'm sure we'll find great use in. Look at that value. Look at that value. Easy peasy, just casually escaping the PKers. No big deal. And we're about to check off quite a few of those early smithing levels, which is so nice. We can just skip all of them. Here we have 29 smithing, so we can jump right in. Tourist trap at first, of course. Just got 17 woodcutting in my first bird nest, which is just gonna take up space forever, so that's certainly a drop for now. Went ahead and bought some feather packs. It's gonna make these last few fletching levels a little bit easier. Let us start tourist trap, so let's do this. Well, another incidental easy task. We've now, I guess, just entered the desert. Enter the desert with a set of desert ropes equipped, so this is not going to work. We're going to need to train some combat here to complete the tourist trap, which I did not anticipate, but that's okay. No. Oh my goodness gracious. So my thought process there was, well, let's just get an adamant sword and that'll be good enough and we'll be able to kill this stupid mercenary captain, but that was not the case, as you can see, so we're gonna have to run back, grab our stuff. And on my way to kill some sand crabs, we have another easy task completed, which I guess is just to visit Land's End. Yeah, that's simple, so quick stat check here before we spend a couple hours training up our stats, so that stupid mercenary captain and other somewhat easy quest bosses can't kill us. We'll be able to make a lot of progress here and it'll help quite a bit, so be right back. Also another easy task completed, I guess. Killing a sand crab is a task. Alright, so we're back getting some more food. We actually made a ton of progress with some AFKing of sand crabs, so now we're up to 38 attack, 40 strength, and 25 defense. Hoping that's good enough for a quick run at the good old mercenary captain, but alright, we have 9. Okay, off to a bad start. Hit him with a 5. Okay, so far so good. Honestly, I can take some damage. I just want to be able to hit at the same time. Alright, that is going to do it. That was so much easier than last time. Barely used 3 cakes, as long as I can survive this here. Just want to knock him out, but we'll save up. Just a little bit of stats and a little bit of extra gear goes a really long way, so let's grab this key and finish up this quest. Finally. I really always speak too soon. It's just, there we go. This never gets old. Wow. Also, Anna weighs 32 kilograms. Like, goals? Agility's the right choice here. We're going to get 4.6k agility XP, and then we're going to get another 4.6k agility XP. This is well worth it. That brings me to 27. Now what we're going to do is we're going to train up to 30 on L card, and then when we get to 30, we're going to do something fun and very Ultimate Iron centric. That is the tourist trap completed. This is like abuse. Like I'm holding on to this by my teeth. You like, come on. Ow. Man, these unexpected achievement diaries really get me. That was a medium task, my first ever lap around the Alcarid rooftop agility course, so we're gonna check off our first ever medium task on the account, which is exciting. We've got a bunch to come in Ardy, and so begins the longest grind of the Ardy medium diary, which is going to be 59 fletching and actually being able to create my own mithril grapple. It might not sound like a crazy grind, but it actually requires fletching over 180,000 arrow shafts from 6,137 oak logs. Now, as you can imagine, that's going to take a fair bit of time, especially with my woodcutting level and my steel axe, but it's been getting faster and faster, so it's actually not a terrible grind, even with not that many inventory spaces. One thing that I will have to do is get some cash for feathers. We'll share in just a bit how we're going to plan on doing that, but don't have any concerns about cash here as well. And once I stock up on these arrow shafts, which again, 15 to 20 hours-ish later, we'll then actually start attaching feathers to them, like as I quest, so I can kind of do the multi-skill, or at least multitask. And here's the hint. The agility pyramid, of course. Now, I know you're thinking, this is a nightmare at level 30, and I completely agree, but I also just, I'm okay with it being brutally difficult, having to fall probably every single lap multiple times. It's okay with me. I think it's 38 agility if my memory serves anyways for this diary, so yes, okay. Woo. Thankful I got that on camera. we were recording, and that is officially somehow the second easy task I've completed. Yes. Truthfully, I want one singular top from this trip, and I will be happy because I need to actually finance the trip down here because I have like literally no GP, so let's see if we can make to the 3rd level. I think this is our last obstacle. Yes, absolutely massive. Okay, let's do this. And there's an agility level from failing the agility pyramid. Again, this makes it that much easier to get to the tippity top. Yarg, matey. No. I accidentally just cut a cactus and got another easy task. Ugh. It's too easy. I didn't hear no bell. Trip number 2. We're so close. Not actually, we're literally at the bottom of the pyramid, but whatever. A stash unit? I could never. What? Again? Come on. Here's 32 agility still, of course, without a double top, but trip number 3. Bro. Bro, it's like the 7th time in a row. It's like the 7th time in a row. I think this is trip 3. It might be 4. Great start. All right, I have newfound confidence. We're about to get 33 agility again. Now, all of these obstacles just became a little bit easier. Come on, baby. Yes. Come on. Wait, is that the temple? I think I have the temple. I just have to be able to. Oh my goodness, we got the temple. Come on. That means no matter what, I got 10k. A medium task in the desert area. Look at that. That's excellent to check off. Okay, here's the deal. I'm not even gonna explain it. We're just gonna jump. We're gonna do it. Let's go. It's the only way we can get the XP here. Look at this massive. It's a massive XP drop. Of course, I messed up. It almost got me to my next level. Let's go. We're gonna turn this bad boy in right away. 10. Yes, 10K. I'm feeling this momentum build. We're about to get 30 for agility. We've already turned in our first temple top, like a lot. All right, so that was fun. I figured we may as well go back to this easy clue and see if there's a reward casket we can grab here. Okay. I think a black full helmet is a better helmet than I've had access to, but maybe not. I think it's better than the ultimate Ironman. It better be. That was too stressful, so I'm gonna go back to woodcutting for a little bit. This is why you like to break up those kind of grinds, so you can have stressful, relaxing, stressful, relaxing. 35 agility. Let's go. So much less stress-inducing. That's number 2. Levels are getting quicker and quicker. There's 36 agility. Number 3, let's go. And while we're at it, that's gonna be 37 agility. We need 39. We're gonna get much higher than 39 for all the GP, but still awesome to knock that out. We are making more and more progress on arrow shafts and headless arrows. Now that we have some cash, we can actually buy some feathers. So as we woodcut and fletch these into arrow shafts and do other things, we can actually start getting the bulk of the fletching experience, and things will start to go a whole lot quicker. So there's 45 woodcutting as well. That's a crazy milestone. We officially have 100,000 arrow shafts. Gonna do some editing, so we're so back to sand crabs. As I'd mentioned, we need 50 attack, which is quite a big jump, so I think 40 strength is good enough for now, just to kind of push through with attack. Might get some defense levels too, because it really bothers me that these sand crabs can still hit me. I really don't understand that, but it's whatever. So we'll just probably push through here. So this is the before, and here's the after. Oh. That is 50 attack. That notches off another one of the requirements we need to get the Ardougne Medium diary. So time to stock up on feathers like it's toilet paper at the beginning of COVID. Feels like a pretty momentous level. We have another pyramid top, and we're also, great timing, about to check off yet another skill. 39 agility, that's the minimum required for the Ardougne Medium diary. Woohoo! Nice, that's canvas. Cool, cool. Let's go. Yoink. Woohoo! We finally have enough arrow shafts to get to 59 fletching. Just gonna have to buy a ton of feathers to make the headless arrows to get there, but along the way, 58 woodcutting, almost at 60 when I can buy my own axes, not be stuck with a steel axe. Also got some elite and hard clues. I just wanted to share with you all like what I'm up against when we look at these clues. Show this to Sherlock. I looked up the elite Sherlock steps. I can't do a single one, so not worth it. Hard clue, I could technically do this. I don't see it being worth my time, especially because the rewards aren't useful at this point in time, besides maybe being some GP that would be somewhat helpful, but I'd probably end up having to drop the things that I can't even use, like Black D'hide or Rune. So rather just get GP through the normal way, which is the pyramid right now, and we can circle back around to these clues once they're actually helpful. All right, this is a massive moment for the account. This is the first agility pyramid lap we have done without failing a single time. If it sounds like I'm excited, it's because this is it's still, I'm gonna consider this a success. I can't believe that's just happened, but there, that's not 44 agility. Not quite. Can't fail this one. Take 2. Woo. Cha-ching. Yet another cha-ching. White cash stack. Okay. And another agility level. finally, wow, over 400 KGP, over 52 agility. This has been ruthless, but it's all paying off. All I did was jump over a fence. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. And the grind for some magic levels begins with some of the cash that I made. This shouldn't take too long at all here at the good old sand crabs. There's 500 total, a little bit out of nowhere, but thank you. These dang tasks. All I did was trade the Cesalia. Okay, well, the reason I came here is because I got a frog token, which I thought, I mean, oh, I can take a lamp. So I was going to take a frog mask thinking that it was a collection log slot, but the only collection log slot is actually a frog token. So that's not really helpful. So I guess I get a free lamp out of it. But I kind of want the frog mask. Like, come on, if you had to choose. We have an exciting level coming up here. This is our first clip done on the live stream, so hello to YouTube. Coming in hot is 51 magic. That is yet another skill that's going to be required for us to complete the medium RD diary. It's going to be an RD teleport, so we're actually going to need a couple law runes, got a couple ideas on how to get that, but another skill checked off here, and it's going to allow us to start doing some more woodcutting, fire making, fletching, and all the skills we need to get as we quest. And for once, we actually anticipate that this is going to be an easy task completed in the Krend and Kembos area, so fun to go ahead and check another one off outside of taking a boat to Land's End and killing a sand crab. We're going to sit here for a little while, maybe test out the back and forth strategy, and go all the way up to 39 thieving. This wasn't a terrible grind. We got a bunch of fruit, strange fruit along the way. That is 38 thieving. We can now pickpocket master farmers. And with this, we have finally started training the hardest skill in the account, which is going to be herb lore. There's 4 quest points, access to the herb lore skill, and 3 herb lore. Now I want to use these lamps, as I'd called out, but we're going to do another quest here, Jungle Potion, to get a little bit more experience and a little bit more out of these lamps, so. And we're going to get some incredible gains here. We are officially done with Jungle Potion. Going to get us all the way up to 9 herb lore. We're not going to do any herb lore quests, I don't think, in the near term, so we're just going to go ahead and use all of these lamps. That's going to get us 10 herb lore, which is absolutely massive. Man, this is the dopamine of keeping all of these, being able to free up all these inventory spaces, and almost to 12 herb lore. This will be the finish to the Restless Ghost. There he goes, just into the river, I guess. Bro, we're out here partying. There's no way this guy's dancing with me. Okay, I literally stopped recording. Then all of a sudden I teleported to Brock, and then I realized that's a medium task in the Brock area, so again, little by little, one by one, look at all these little bits and pieces. Something I also discovered on this stream. Goodbye, Mr. Frog Mask. I'm gonna cry. We did it again. Teleporting to the mine via Aubrey is an easy task in the Brock area, so. Whew, deep breaths. This took a lot of trips. 5 trips all the way to and from. For Rock with Drizzle, the fire runes helped quite a bit. We are finally done with this quest. Next up, first of all, look at that. Collection log slot from the camo top. After doing some push-ups and some jogging. Straight on the ground with you. Thank you. So this is kind of our janky tech for getting 18 crafting. We need to make a silver sickle, so that's what we're doing. It's good enough. We've been here for like 10 minutes, I feel like. But in other news, that is officially 50 fletching. We're making a lot of progress while we... whoops, I closed out of that window very quickly. Making a lot of progress. Whoops, I didn't mean to buy that many. Here we go. This is going to be 18 crafting. which gets us one step closer to being able to complete the Nature Spirit quest now that we can craft our own silver sickle. Woohoo! Let's go do that. That's an easy task in the Mauritania area. That's a first for the account. First time we've ever stepped into this oh so terrifying place known as Mormine. The joys of early questing means you move up quickly in things like crafting, for instance. This is a beautiful, look at that altar, 23 crafting. Out of nowhere, sit up in my seat. That's a medium task in the Lumberjack Trainer area to cut a willow tree.
We're unstoppable. Let's go, let's go.
Does the government have my DNA? I don't think I could just switch place. Rune axe is really expensive. It's probably not worth spending all my money on it right now, but an adamant axe compared to a steel axe, oh. The difference is insane. 60 woodcutting, we got it. Oh, it's incredible. Look at this. We thank you for your service, my friend. But it is time to move on and receive our first ever hard task completion. Yes! Woohoo! And the meaning of this, oh, the meaning of this. Not only is it the first time we're going to see a little red there, a little completion in the hard category, but it also gives us access to, not him, but Perry. Perry's Chop Chop Shop, which gives us tinder boxes, rune axes, adamant axes, and so much more. I made the decision, we're going to be modest right now. And there's 25 ranging, that's yet another we can check off the box for another quest. Onwards and upwards. And it is goodbye to these teaks. Oh man. It's felt like 3 hours. I don't know if it's been shorter or longer, but that is finally 50 fire making. We can finally enter winter time. No, I'm just kidding. We can finally do Enlightened Journey. Woohoo! Another deep breath. And we will go ahead and check this off as well. This is actually, it's not a terrible crafting method. It's kind of mind-numbing. I've just been watching SpongeBob. That's 36 crafting. We can now weave baskets. Oh, thank goodness. Just a guy trying to do the Daddy's Home mini quest, grabbing some planks from the sawmill operator, and it's, of course, an easy task in the rock area. So yet another checked off that's so easy we don't even think it would ever be a task. So let's complete this quest and be on with our business. Pretty big moment for the account. We're finally going to get a POH, so exciting stuff. We also get up to 8 construction. We need 10. The good news is that now that we have a house, we also have a lot of supplies, so we can pretty quickly get this in our new home in Remington. We have a hammer and a saw. I think we're good to go here, and I think, if I recall correctly, there's an NPC who can unnote your things here. Let's take a quick peek. That is 10 and 11 construction. I missed 10, but either way, we are now checking off another skill. We're almost done with all of the skills we need. It's officially questing season. We got Tower of Life knocked out of the way. That is Sea Slug completed and some nice fishing experience. All the way up to 28, which is very nice. Those early levels aren't fun. And one over. You know what? That could be so much worse. Let's pull this lever and move on. He's dead. Let's go. Get out of here. Oh my goodness. Okay. I guess my number one fear at this point is these little gaps. Are we going to be okay? Casual, new, best in slot, magic, and prayer gear. Let's hope we can jump this. Nice. Ooh, fantastic. Wow. Wait, why am I stuck? Guys. Guys. No. Oh my goodness gracious. This is wow, that is a massive quest completed. That's up to 53 agility. We also get Ivan's Staff. So here's the thing about Ivan's Staff. Now that we have the normal version, we can go ahead and upgrade this for 200,000 coins and knock off Medium Ardougne Achievement Diary task. Tricky thing is I actually have to go to Entrana soon. So I don't want to drop this staff or lose it if I pay 200k to upgrade it, but if I lose it, I also have to pay 200,000 coins to get it back, and then another 200,000 coins to get it upgraded. So I'm just gonna upgrade it now. Probably have to say goodbye to it soon, which is a little bit sad, but that's okay. That's why we do it. Dark Mage. Dark Mage. We're gonna upgrade our Staff of Ivan. 200,000 coins. Please upgrade the staff. There we go, baby. There we go. It flips. There goes our cash stack. That's okay. Without a doubt, worth it. We have completed the medium task in the Ardougne area. Let's go. All right, let's keep it up. Great momentum. Woo. Figured since we got our first medium Ardougne task completed, we may as well just knock out another. I actually need a knife, and my cooldown to home teleport is off, so I can't just buy one at the general store. So we're gonna cast an Artie teleport spell. Would you look at that? That's another medium task completed, and we're gonna go buy our knife here and get going on Lost City, which will take us to Entrana. That's not the spice guy. So you learn something new every day on an Ultimate Iron Man account, which is that you can't put untradables on a table. So this is officially going to be the end of our Artie Cloak 1 era, our Clink's Gauntlet eras, our 400,000 GP Ivan Staff upgraded. If we want this back for anything in the future, whether that's Barrows or questing, etc., we're gonna have to grind 400,000 GP. Again, not the end of the world. Ooh, can I don't have high alch. Can I low alch this and get some GP out of it? That might be worth considering. Also the Silver Sickle, that shouldn't be too difficult to get back, but Clink's Gauntlets are 5k. Artie Cloak I can buy for like 200 GP from Purdue or get back for free in Artie itself. But let's see if we can low alch this bad boy just to get some GP back. Okay, a little bit of GP. I'm glad I didn't just drop that and let that go. All right, success. We have everything that we need, and we are on our way to Entrana. So we have 10 minutes to do this. That shouldn't be an issue at all. And of course, just because it's the nature of things, it's an easy task in the Foundry area, which I didn't expect. So that's our first task in Falador. Woohoo! One thing as I think about this, I didn't check to make sure you can't bring an Ivan Staff upgraded onto Entrana. I think it's a pretty safe assumption, but I should probably check those types of things going forward. Easy peasy. We have our first Draven branch and Draven Staff. Let's go grab our stuff and make sure we don't forget that. And yet another quest on our way to quest completions is Lost City completed. Next up is Fairy Tale Part 1, I believe. Quick little fletching level, slowly but surely we're getting there. 113,000 arrow shafts to go. I don't really know what I did. I bought secateurs from Sarah in the Falador. I think we got pretty lucky on these items. Red vine worm, a fat snail, and some red spider eggs. My man Malignius, we can do that. We can absolutely do that. Couple quick updates, one being 53 fletching. Let's go. And this will be the end of Tangleroot and Fairy Tale Part 1. Ah. Woohoo! There it is, 3,500 farming experience, some magic secateurs, and 17 farming. That's a hop, skip, and a jump from 1, so we will absolutely take that. I need just a little bit more experience in farming to get to 20, so I can do Garden of Death, which should catapult me up to close to 30, hopefully near 30, if not 30. But one thing I didn't even consider, I can't use the tool leprechaun. It's very obviously in the scope of not having any storage mechanics, so there, wow. Okay, so I started recording way too late on that because I am just like doing this quest to unlock fairy rings. Like the first one is the actual fairy ring that I'm supposed to travel to for the task. So I'm about to go buy some runes in the wilderness, which I realize is risky, but one, I want to be able to teleport around much more than I currently am. And two, I also need some telekinetic powers here to grab a gold bar for the Watchtower quest. Phew, okay. Deep breaths. This web has been slashed, which means someone was here recently. This is always a quick run though, so I'm not terribly concerned at this point. We'll just be quick on the logout button, just in case. And we made it, nice. So that was worth it. Of course, hindsight 2020. Yoink. This might be the most pathetic thing I've ever done in the game. And last but not least, there it is. Okay, so this is going to be the last scavid and a cave nightshade and an RD medium task complete. Absolutely massive. We're gonna leave this quest in the dust. The last thing that I want to do is continue with this quest, especially because it is some. This is pretty painful. I'm just trying to get some seeds to level up my farming, but there's 39 thieving, so I guess in theory it gets a little bit easier from here on out. And that's one strawberry seed. That's great. We're gonna need 3, so thankfully they actually, for when I get 31 farming, there's 40 thieving, still waiting on more strawberry seeds. And we'll unfortunately have to say goodbye to our Lancedime seed, but we'll plant this Terramin and go ahead and get 20 farming, which will let us go to Garden of Death and finally get some meaningful farming experience. Phew. That was nice and quick, and we will take the 10,000 farming experience. Oh, it's so nice. Skips so much annoying farming. I'm gonna be okay. No, thank you. 30 farming, that's gonna let us finally do Enlightened Journey. Enlightened Journey gives us some farming experience, so we don't have to do any more farming. Okay, so this is when this account gets tricky, right? So I'm gonna try to partially complete this quest in like 2.5 minute increments so I don't lose the Drayman staff. If I do, it's not the end of the world, but I'm gonna keep a little timer up here so I can actually try to see if it's in any way doable. I just entered a cutscene. Oh no. Oh no. Phew, we made it back. So probably some questions about why I didn't do that for Lost City. Short answer is I don't think I would have been able to make it, do that all in 3 minutes where you kill the zombie, you get the bronze axe, you woodcut, you kill some monster, etc. Unfortunately, that did result in the loss of my Ivan staff, but it's a loss we have to deal with. Now, some questions will probably also arise around tables and whether or not that's considered storage. I see it as no different than just dropping something on the ground, picking it back up a couple minutes later. That's what I'm taking it as. If you disagree, let me know. All I did was teleport to Lumbridge. What? That's another task completed. Woohoo! There's 9 rune crafting, and we're going to save some of this essence for the earth runes. We can check off a task, and we can get rid of this water talisman, which has been hanging around my inventory for like the last 3 weeks. So goodbye. Just a little out of order here, but also going to check off a Varrock easy task and drop these earth through. I guess no, I don't think we need them. And the earth talisman is gone as well. See you later. All right, and we're back to Juggle City. Actually, I realized because these are untradables, I can just drop them right next to the monk. So we can make this as quick as possible. So at 8:30 on this timer, we gotta come back. Made it back, no issues, and 31 farming, and we're gonna grab some of those willow branches that we need. And back to Entrana. Hoping this isn't too long of a cutscene. Okay, fantastic. Let's go grab these logs and I guess fly all the way to Castle Wars, and then we're finished up here. Whew. Deep breath, deep breath. This is gonna be the fastest clicking of my life. This is easy. This is easy. This is what we're built for. This is what the game mode. This is exactly what Jagex intended when they released Ultimate Iron Man all those many years ago. Okay, let's do this. 2 minutes to go. Just taking logs from my inventory. Who cares? Okay. We're so good. We're so good on time. We're so good on time. So much so we can enjoy our 37 crafting, 33 farming. We can now grow banana trees. We'll teleport back. We now have these goofy looking bomber jackets, which we will absolutely wear. The house there, incredibly helpful. I don't think I would have made it otherwise. So that is Enlightened Journey knocked off. We can now go complete that task, which I think just requires a U-log. So let's knock that out while it's top of mind, shall we say. Yeah, we're just gonna head to Castle Wars now, and do I guess it doesn't. Yes. Let's go. Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. Wait, why did that not wait, why did that not complete? Oh. Okay, I guess I just need a U-log and then I hope I just need a U-log. Oh my goodness, again, we're cutting this one close, but I think we made it back in time. At long last, we traveled to Castle Wars and we knocked out the achievement. Ooh, the lengths we went to get this one singular task. But that's how the cookie crumbles. What's up, Mr. Check? Thank you, sir. Is that an herb lore level in our future? It's not, but it's almost an herb lore level. This is the point in the video where we just speed through a bunch of tasks because it'll be a lot of fun. Whee! There's the Artie Zoo. What's up, unis? Yeah! I'm out of here. Peace. And here's another. Easy peasy, just some, oh, I was expecting shrimps. Got some anchovies. We'll take it. Okay. And there's yet another. We get 11 feathers out of that, which will add to the collection. We're so close. Not really. Look at all these. Look at all those arrow shafts. We're not close. So fun little fact, this task is actually easier for Ultimate Iron Man. If you're doing this on a normal account, you actually have to complete the Hand in the Sand, but because I'm an Ultimate Iron Man, I get a little special privilege, and you can just fill up a bucket with a bucket of sand, so it's kind of nice. We get the tiniest ounce of convenience by making the most inconvenient account of all time. I just recorded a solid minute of myself talking, and I wasn't recording, so quick high level here is that after this, we are completed. We are done with... No, that's a total lie, and I'm not going to record this again. After this, we are only going to need to do the Yanil South Wall grapple. What that entails is 59 fletching, which you still need to get, and 59 smithing. So we'll have to do some more agility pyramid for some more cash, for some more feathers, and do a little bit of Giant's Foundry. Once we do that, we will be home free, but not before we grab some cake and be able to do this a little bit more easily. Stocking up on feathers and taking names. Bro, it is the randomest things. I'm just preparing for some Giant's Foundry. I fill up a bucket of water at the water pump, and that's a task. Bro. I'm out of here. I was not told there's a quest required that requires 20 free inventory slots to unlock Giant's Foundry. I was so prepared for that. I was so prepared for this. So the original goal of all of these dwarven stouts was that I needed to boost to 30 so I could actually make these swords, but it turns out from this quest you get 6,000 smithing experience, which obviously pushes me to 30 smithing, so bum 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 bum. That rockets us to 33 smithing, so we can actually start to do some Giant's Foundry, and slowly but surely, should, like I said, just take a few hours, creep on up to 59 smithing. These first few swords are going to be incredible to hand in. 6.9k XP, that's going to rocket us up to 36 smithing, so it's going to be fun early on. Again, this is not going to take too much time, which is fun. Get another commission from you, sir. Oh, woohoo! Woohoo! So fast. Sometimes I feel like it's my first time ever playing this game, because I'm taking a break from my stupidity to knock off the second to last. Let's go. We now officially stop it. I think I can, like, strawberries might be helpful in the future for pretty good food, so I can stack them in a basket, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop these for the time being. Is a basket storage? Wait, hold on. Okay, I gotta think about that, but either way, I'm gonna leave these strawberries for now. We've got off the second to last, and now there's just one more. So we got 50 smithing, which means we can finally use up those mithril plate bodies, and should get a pretty massive XP drop. And that wasn't as high as I thought it would be, but it's 51 smithing, so on to the next one. And here's 55 smithing. It's actually a pretty monumental level because it is the level in which, with a Kovacs Grog, I can officially boost up to 59 smithing. So technically, I'm done here for the time being. I have another inventory here. I thought about going all the way to 59, but I just kind of want to get a move on. I know I'm going to have to come back to smithing somewhat soon, but I'm also running low on law runes, so probably need to do a little restock before we do that. So I'm going to knock out this last one here, and then probably just focus on fletching while we progress towards some other requirements for future diaries. Almost there. 20 hours later, finally, the grind for one of RuneScape's most useless items is completed. 59 fletching, 55 and the ability to boost to 59 smithing so we can finally make the mithril grapple and grapple into Yanil, which nobody has ever done ever for purposes outside of the diary. And we're also going to get our first, like, somewhat meaningful collection luck slot. There's Kovacs Grog, so we can boost up to 59 smithing. This is the first time I've passed the GE. It's kind of crazy. So our goal for mithril bars is going to Keldgrim. No, spooky. That's a big ass dwarf. All right, look at that. Woohoo! Let's go smelt these up and grab some feathers, a hammer. Problem solved. Easy peasy. Oh, this is it. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. Alright, there's do not fletch those into bolts. Drink it up. Go, 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 go. Grapple tip. Let's go. Okay, so we're gonna make some mithril bolts. We're gonna attach that. 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 And we have a mithril grapple. Let's go. Okay, we're doing a little bit of like multi-questing / diarying here, but after we go talk to Curator Haig, we're gonna go straight to Yanil, and we're gonna finish up this task. Let's do this the normal way. Let's not walk all the way around for no good reason. Here we go. Shoot that little grapple up. Let's go. Does it break? That'd be hilarious if it broke, because I think I still get the achievement diary. Doesn't matter to me. Let's go. That's it. Tell me, baby. 2 pints. Oh my goodness. So here's the dealio. We're not going to talk to 2 points. 2 pints. For a couple of reasons. First, well, it's actually just one reason. I don't want another lamp in my inventory, this time because it's our first medium diary. It's not going to let us use the lamp until we're level 40. I want to use it on Herblore. I can't think of anything else I'd want to use it on. So I'm going to focus on getting Herblore up a little bit. And then we're going to use these lamps. And then once it's 40, we'll go back to 2 pints. There's not that big of a difference between the RD1 cape and the RD2 cape. So we're just going to go ahead and ship that. That's going to take us to the end of this video. Now, if you're wondering what's next, which I'm sure every single one of you are if you've stayed this long, next up is going to be the Desert, Easy, and Medium diaries. We're sticking with the mediums. We're going in order. We're going to keep things simple here. Now, the Medium Desert diary is not going to be easy. Of course, what is? Here are the couple things we're going to need to do. We're going to start out with a lot of Hunter, which is why I'm doing the dig site right now. It's probably how we're going to start our next videos, by finishing this dig site quest so we can start doing birdhouse runs. A lot of questing on the way with a little bit of Herblore as well. You can see 36 Herblore required. That's going to take a little bit of time to get to, so we're going to start as soon as possible. Dig site's going to give us some XP. We might have to do some grinding up till 30. These lamps are going to help a ton, and then we'll be able to complete that task. Now, this is honestly exactly where I'd like to be with the account. A lot to go here in terms of what's next, continued goals, lots of grinds. Even have some quests in the future that are going to make me drop every single one of my items for good, completely lose them and basically start fresh, except for the skills I've gained. So that's going to be fun. Thankfully, the desert doesn't require that, but a little teaser, Valador will. So we'll see you next time, folks. Get excited to ruin all the progress we've made. Not actually, but kinda.